Warrior, if you want the usual drivel, turn this off right now, because I am here to provide you at all times with things to think about, things to take action about, things for you to talk to your children about, your family members about, in order to prevent, to intervene, to educate about all forms of human trafficking, slavery, and sexual exploitation in the United States. Please subscribe to this video, to our channel. I want to put that out there because I'm looking at the analytics and 50% of you are not subscribed. It doesn't cost a thing. Hit that subscribe button. We need to build numbers. Look, we know this is a tough subject to talk about. We know this isn't the usual Hollywood, Diddy, influencer, gotcha, Kate Middleton, whatever everybody's talking about, right? But this is the most important type of thing that we as a community in the United States can come together and talk about. We are facing the election of a lifetime in, I don't know, a little over 200 days, I believe. And it doesn't matter if you're right, left, up, down, sideways. We need to all come together and collaborate in the protection of our kids, in the online safety, in the real-time safety, in a way to communicate with our youth. And I'm talking about 30 and under. Today, we have a well-documented youth health crisis. Today, I want to start. It is April 1st. No, we're not talking about April Fool's Day. I don't want to disappoint. We're going to be talking about April is National Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Now, what does that mean? Let me give you some shocking stats and why we need to keep on top of this. Things are only escalating in the United States. Now, I know, you know, how bad everything is. So I'm not going to sit here and just tell you how bad everything is or repeat stories from other people. I'm going to give you a couple of facts, and then I'm going to give you a great resource. But the number one thing I can teach you is if you share this video, is if you talk to your children. If you don't have children, you might have grandchildren. You might have other family members with children, friends, neighbors with children. Get the conversation going. Because everything is just escalating since I've been a kid. Rape has not gotten any better. The numbers are astounding, just astounding. Let me give you some facts. First of all, rape. Let's talk about what this month means. It's not just about rape. It's any kind of sexual assault that goes into human trafficking, human exploitation, sexual exploitation. It goes into unwanted touching, sexual conversations, image sharing. Now we have to worry about everything on the internet in addition. So when we say it's national awareness, it's about all these issues, not just about rape, okay? Keep that in mind. Remember, 2024, we're in a new world. So we have to open up our minds and realize a lot of new things are happening. We have to just accept them and then roll with it. That's the easiest way to put it. But right now remember, these are underreported crimes. We have over 21%. That was the last study done. Now, you could say it depends who did the study, how many people were involved in the study. Usually the studies, we know, always lag behind. But over 21% of women have reported in their lifetimes, I should say, they have been the victim of an attempted rape or rape. So for argument's sake, let's just say 1 in 5, 1 in 4, we're somewhere in there. Think about that. That's in the United States. Now, we have about 1.2% reporting. Why aren't women and girls reporting this? And we have to include men and boys, but only a very small. Remember, the boys and men, always the underreported, whether it's trafficking, sexual exploitation, rape. We have only about, I'm going to say 2.6 reporting at all. So we have over 21% of women and girls. And then for the male population, around 2.6. Again, take all of these stats just as kind of an estimation, because we know people don't report it. Now, why are only 1.2% or thereabouts of women and girls reporting? There's absolutely an issue, a breakdown in the justice system, because about 6% of rapists get jail time. 6%. And And there's a 50%, little less than 50%, when you do report that the rapist will be jailed, will be arrested. And then there's about a 58% chance of prosecution. So no wonder, girls and women, I have spoken, I work with, I am a woman. Women would rather bury it, not remember it. They'll say nothing will be done about it. They're afraid, retaliation. We have to get over all of this because, again, we have the internet now. And the internet is opening up this world of normalizing all of this sexualization. I know you see it because I see it every day. We still have to fight back. We cannot accept this. Remember, we're the adults perhaps listening to this. But children, the children are growing up in this internet bubble. And that's what we have to protect. It is our duty to protect. So I could throw all the stats out at you I want. I'm going to give you one stop shopping for all of this. The best resource is the website RAINN.org. That is RAINN.org. Rape and Incest National Network, RAINN.org. Also, we have the hotline, 800-656-4673. Again, 800-656-4673. And I'll be putting all of this in the body of the video. We've got to get at our youth. We've got to talk about it. We've got to discuss why things are just escalating. All this technology and the advent of AI. And things are just getting worse. Things are getting more primitive. It is shocking for me to say, being at the tail end of the women's movement and what I remember as a kid going on, and every kind of woman coming together to fight this. And we don't have it today. Where are all the women? I keep asking this. We must not work in one of the common phrases now we use a lot. We cannot, or at least I'm hearing, I don't really use it, but I'll repeat it for argument's sake here, is we can no longer work in silos. Well, that is exactly what is happening. Silos, everybody doing their own things separately, not collaborating. My goal, my mission with the Warriors is to bring voice, to bring awareness of all the groups working in the areas of human trafficking, slavery, and sexual exploitation. Protecting our children, protecting you, helping you. We know you're overwhelmed. We know there's a lot going on. We do the heavy lifting for you, but we need you. We need you in ways that aren't too tough because we know you have a lot going on. Subscribe to this video, this channel, Lynn's Warriors. Retweet. Facebook. It's all called Lynn's Warriors. I made it so simple for you. I give voice to all the groups with a focus on survivors, the unsung heroes of all of this. But our goal is to intervene and protect. We're not shutting any of this down. But what we can do is, again, intervene and protect and educate our children and ourselves about all of this. So we don't have stats like only 1.2% of girls and women reporting rape, sexual abuse. Remember, it is now unwanted touching. It is sharing images and words online about somebody. It is all part of this big wheel, I like to say, with a lot of spokes that go into this human sexual exploitation. We cannot allow it. It's the biggest moneymaker in the United States, in the world. I will stand on a mountain and shout that. Bigger than the drug trade, bigger than the arms trade. It is easier to do all of this with the complicit partner of the internet. With, let's just face it, right now, and I work with the government, whether it's Albany or DC, they are complicit. This is not about political parties. This is about everything is bipartisan. These are human rights abuses. They are allowing all of this. So while we fight for you, for your children, for future generations, we don't know with this AI what's going to happen. The only thing I do know is it keeps me up at night. You're going to understand that you must talk open and honestly to your children, to your grandchildren. If you're a guardian, this all fits in. We've got to all come together. These are all our children. I know that's a hard concept for everybody to understand. We talk about educating, raising awareness, teaching, but that's for you who are concerned. How about all those kids who have nobody concerned? Who's looking out for them? Certainly not the foster care system, and that's for another program. because everybody I know who has come through that program has told me they are re-victimized, re-trafficked, exploited, re-exploited. What about those kids? What about all the runaways we have on any given day? We don't really know. I work with a lot of law enforcement. I talk to a lot of law enforcement. We don't really know the numbers, but on any given day in the United States, it could be from 1 to 2,000 kids are missing. Again, it's lurking in the shadows. 1 to 2,000. If it was one child, that's one too many. A lot of those kids have to run away due to their home situations. It's physical and sexual violence. Drug-addled parents. Nobody there to take care of them, so they figure they're better out on the streets. And we know, and you know, that within 24 to 48 hours, those children are approached, they are trafficked, they are put in vulnerable situations, whether it's sex trafficked, whether it's dealing drugs, whether any of this. It's got to end. Not on my watch, not on the Warriors' watch. So join me. Please subscribe to this video, to this channel. Share it. Again, it's free. Help us. So while all these other issues are floating around, diddy this, diddy that, I understand because people are getting big numbers for that. And I've got stories I could tell you. I started in the music business, in the entertainment field for many years. But right now, this is the number one thing. Our children, our precious children, our future adults, our future American leaders. We've got to get a grasp on this now. And I can only do it with your help. LynnsWarriors.org is the place to be. Thank you to all of you who have donated, volunteered. We just hit 3,500 subscribers on the channel. We will continue promoting, climbing, making you aware. April is National Awareness about Sexual Assault and Prevention. Think of SAAM, S-A-A-M, Sexual Assault Awareness Month. RAINN.org is your website. Please read more. Support them, RAINN.org. That sexual assault hotline is 1-800-656-4673. You can call and just ask questions. Don't be embarrassed. These are free resources. I want you to remember, though, with only 2.6% of men and boys reporting sexual assault, 1.2% of women, we have to do better. College girls, this falls into this. Half of them report as freshmen that they have been raped or attempted to be raped. So it's about half of the society, if you have to look at it like that. I want all of us to get on board, come together. You can always write to me, Lynn@LynnsWarriors.org. Let us use the month of April to raise awareness, to educate, not just for the month of April, but every single month. But it's got to start somewhere. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed. Kids are learning all of this on their phones, on their devices. Talk about it. Open it up. Open and honest communication. And join me. Question more. Community creates change. And remember, always be a warrior.